Hey everybody, it's Brenda with Foxie's Creations, and I need to fix this whole thing. So bear with me for just a moment. It's every day, you guys. Every doggone day. Okay, so that's as far as, because I need to pull this way and make it go straight. And that's good, I think. Are we zoomed in enough? Hey everybody, thank you for coming. Are we? Oh, I gotta have chat up. Sorry. I can't believe I forget stuff. Yes, I can. Oh, turn volume down first. Go to my channel. Hey, Tanya. Hey, Christy. Oh, Christy. Hey. Christy's a family, y'all. She's a cousin. Hey, Christy. Hey, Mary. Hey, Sherry. How's everybody doing? I need to shift the camera still this way a little bit. Wait, let's see if I can do it with the buttons. That's as much as I can do it, and it's still crooked. I'm sorry, you guys. I don't know why it's every time. I don't know what updated that's creating this. How are you doing, Christy? And thank you. Yes, this is gorgeous paper. It's a download from Tsunami Rose, and I bought the kits from her. Oh, we can still see the stuff on my desk. I have got to really clean the desk, you guys. So I think this is good. So this is our cover papers. And I decided I want to use this as the inside cover and not the lined paper. And instead of painting, I think I'm going to do this. I have a plan. I've changed so much stuff overnight. I am doing pretty good, Christy. Thank you, Tanya. So this is the Tsunami Rose kit. So I need to trim this paper, and we're going to ink before I do anything, because otherwise I will put this on the cover and it won't have been inked yet. But we're not going to mess with paint. Paper trimmer. Where did I put the paper trimmer? I just had the paper trimmer. Oh, I didn't put it where it went. That's what happened. So how's everybody doing? So I'm going to trim these white pieces off of here. Thank you, Tanya. Christy, sometime when you're not busy, you should just come up here and visit. She lives right down the road, you guys. And hi, whoever else came in. Okay, now, here's the thing. Let me pull the arm out. I need to see how long this is, so I cut it in the middle. So, from the cut line, come on, paper. It was 11 before I cut stuff off. It's still almost 11. Where is the... Okay, you guys, we're going to do it this way. I'm going to fold it in half and cut it. Because unlike the cover, this doesn't have a cut line. So now I can put it in here. Y'all can't see this, but I'm just lining up the fold with the cut line and cutting. Okay, so now we have those for the inside. I do probably need to cut this down. So let's get our cover. Because what I'm thinking is of putting this on the cover and wrapping it around probably, that looks like about an inch. So an inch I'm thinking, where's my pencil? I'm eyeballing this, y'all. Y'all know I don't measure anything. To about here. And I need to cut it. Oh, no, I don't want to cut it. Yeah, we do for this. Or do we want to tuck it over? No, we don't want to tuck it over. We want to cut it. Okay. So line up the top and make a mark. Okay. Hi, Nana. Hey, Clint. How are y'all doing? So first, in this, okay, I need to correct something I said yesterday. This is 65-pound cardstock from Michael's. The cardstock that I printed all of the ephemera on is 110-pound cardstock, not 32. 32 is what I print my papers on. Hey, Brian. Oh, no. Brian, I am so sorry. Y'all, let's remember Brian's family in our prayers. They've been going through a lot the last couple of times he's been on here. Whether you pray, it doesn't matter who you believe in. Just lift him up and remember his family, please. I'm so sorry about that, Brian. I will definitely add you to my prayer list. Well, you're already on there, but I'm going to make sure I continue praying. Okay, and then we got this. I made this mark so I know how wide to make this. Okay, this is scrap. What I'm thinking of doing with this is putting it on the inside. And it's going to get covered up with the inside cover papers. Yeah, 110. And it will go through my printer without a problem. And I have an HP. So I'm thinking we're going to put this on the inside. Our inside cover pieces will cover this. Put the other one on the other side so y'all get an idea. And then I'll just make sure I take and score it where it needs to be scored so it'll fold all pretty. And then we're going to sew our signatures in, but that way we don't have any bare cardboard. Yes. Oh, your printer's not working. So we're going to use our scrap piece. We're just going to set it aside with our inside papers up there. We are going to move all this extra stuff off. Off. Okay. So now I just kind of want to, I'm going to score it, but I got to figure out where to score it. That's the thing. So I am just putting some loose bends in this, you guys. Now I'm going to fold it over. And don't know where my bone folder is. Nope. Wonder if it's in the scoreboard. I just score it like I'm doing. You are so welcome, Brian. Oh, you're making cupcakes. Oh, what kind? The paper is from Tsunami Rose. It's the Charming Fragments kit and the Charming Fragments 2. And I purchased along with those any add-on packs as well as the ephemera, any extra ephemera and anything that didn't come in the kit. I did not, however, purchase the TN size. She has it. No, I think you get both when you get your papers. And I didn't print the TN size. I think when you buy the papers, you get both, and I just didn't print out the TN size. But I want to show you something we can do with the TN size. Okay, so this is going to be And it's not centered, and I'm not worried that it's not, because our cover will cover this. Okay, I got to decide what's front and back here so I can label these. Top and bottom. This is going to be the top. So I'm just going to write, because we're going to glue on top of it. Top. Okay, so now I'm going to lay this flat a little bit. Tacky glue. Oh, crafty Lynch coming. Okay, Brian. Excuse me, strawberry. Oh, that sounds awesome. I am about to get a damp, wet paintbrush and a paper towel when I figure out where my crafting paper towels went to. Aha. And I'm going to spread the paint out. And our lace looked really pretty on top of this dark blue. I need a big brush. Here we go. Big brush. And I probably should have left a little bit more water on it. I don't want to saturate my paper, but I want to at least leave my... Oh, that's too much water. Let's block some of that off. Okay. This tacky glue is like extra thick because it's been sitting on my desk. And for this, I want to make sure I get the edges and the corners really well. And where it's going to fold over. Because those are going to be the problem areas. If we have any. I need a little bit more. I don't want that on there. I don't know what it is, but I don't want it on there. Come off. There we go. Now you could use Mod Podge for this. You could use whatever your favorite glue is. And I'm going to pull this back. I have a little bit of an overhang. That's okay. I will trim that off in just a moment. Oh, I need to pull it down. Well, I have blue marker. If I have to, we will color it. Because it ain't sliding, you guys. Yeah, we have a navy blue marker somewhere, I'm sure. That's the quick, easy fix, because I need to trim this off. Where's the scissors? I didn't get quite to the other edge, and so it's sticking off at the top a little bit. That's okay. Quick fix. Okay. Now I'm going to try to find a dark blue marker in the marker bag. That's very close. Is there a darker one? There is not a darker one. Wait, yes, there. Oh, it's going to be one of those two, and I just dropped the markers. Okay, I think it's going to be this one. So what I'm going to do is where it's too short, this was probably not the best option for the mark. So I'm going to go over it with this other one. There we go. Better option. These, what are these? Super tips from Crayola. These are awesome, especially for stuff just like this. And for whatever reason, that is not good. We'll fix it. Okay. Put these back where they go. Okay. Now, we did leave a 1/4 of an inch to put lace on. So here's what I'm thinking. I am thinking, oh, we were going to paint this. Let me get a navy blue color. Or, is that a 1/4 of an inch? Oh, it's very close. So do I have more than one of these little tiny strips? It'd be nice to have one for the back cover. You know what? I can just make them. Where did the other colored blue paper go? I can take 2 1/4 of an inch pieces off of here. Oh, wait, it's still in the cutter. Is this the right height? Okay, so that's what we're going to do. I'm going to make 2 1/4 inch pieces. And we're still not going to do paint. And this first black line past the cut line is your 1/4 of an inch. So there's one. And there is 2. And what did I drop? I dropped the cover. Okay. So we have a glue glob. I think I got it. Yuck. I'm just going to glue a bead of glue down this 1/4 of an inch where we marked it yesterday. And take one of these little strips. Okay, and I'm going to put it on here, and it's going to be offset, top and bottom, so I can trim it. And I don't want it to hang over the edge. The lace will hang over the edge, not our blue paper. And I'm going to flip it over and do the same thing. I think my chat quit. So I'm going to go back. Go back to live chat. Okay. And this journal is spoken for. I just hope she likes what all I do. And now we're going to put this one on here. Do the same thing. I'm going to offset it top and bottom. And line up my edge. Make sure it's not hanging over back here. I need enough to trim. There we go. Okay, I'm going to set this aside to dry for just a moment. And I'm going to show you what can be done with the pieces that we cut off if I quit dropping all my crafty products and crafty things in the floor. Okay, so yesterday when we cut this off. So this in itself could become a very small journal. This was, remember, the flap on the front of the sheet set, cardboard. And I have glue. So what I need now is I'm looking for my medical tape. Oh, we'll use masking tape. It works. I've done it. So what we're going to do, we have to get these taped together. And this would be a very skinny but tall journal. So like almost like a 10, but not. It's not wide enough to be a 10. Well, that didn't work. But you could maybe put envelopes in here or make your own paper, you know, cut your own papers for these kind of signatures. Okay, so what I'm going to do is make sure these are lined up good. I'm going to tear my tape. Okay. If I can get it started, I have it made. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is just put it here. I'm going to come around the back. And I have a hair under. Oh, now how did that happen? Well, it's going to get covered over eventually. I'm not going to worry about it. That's my solution. And just wrap it. Now, I do a couple of layers of this because I want to make sure this is sturdy, because this is a wear and tear point of a journal because it's your cover. So it's going to open and close and open and close. Come back in and tear it off. And you can paint this. Masking tape will paint. It will. You can glue to the top of it. And so I need to fold that. Now what we have is we have a very thin journal. You could turn this into 2 journals. Just cut it across the middle. It's already taped. So what you would want to do, though, is if you do cut it, wrap one more piece around just to make sure that there's no seams, like I've got it wrapped around both sides. It would be cute for, you know, like, let's just do that, because I think it'd be better suited as 2 journals instead of 1. So, cut her again. And how wide is this? Hopefully it's an even number. No, it's not. We need to cut it. If it were 9, it would be 4.5. I'm going to cut it 4 and just shy of 4.5, because it's not 9 inches. Okay. And we are going to need the crafty knife again. So while that cover's drying, we're working on one for future projects. Or 2. And this is where you shrink down paper to make a smaller journal. So now we have a little mini book. And you could put 2 signatures in there. And we have this one. Also, a little mini journal. So let me put this up before I stab myself. And they're almost exact size. So we now have 2 little mini journal covers that we can make something out of. We're just going to set these aside because I would have to take measurements and figure out how to do the paper on the printer and that kind of thing. So I'm going to set these aside. But this, like I said, this was made out of a sheet cover. This one was as well. I made it taller. It was the same thing. I used the flap and the long piece. It was a smaller journal this way. The original was not this wide. So therefore I got wider pieces. Okay. And this could be an envelope journal, like legal sized envelopes, that kind of thing. Or again, it could be cut in half and turned into these little tiny things. So I'm just going to set all these aside over here. Now for something like that, this paper's too tall. And let's see. But I could cut it down. And I would need to be able to make, and this is all coffee dyed by me paper. So this would be a good addition to other papers once I figured out sizing. So I'll save that aside as well. Okay, back to today's project. We went down a rabbit hole. That's how you use your leftovers for that sheet. So, or the sheet packaging. That way you get more than one of these out of it. Hey, everybody that came in, I'm probably missing people. Yeah, my chat's not working on my phone. Oh, yes, it is. Okay. So now I'm going to trim off these excess pieces because we don't need those. You know, I left room where I could just come in and cut. And I'm going to get the other side. That one bent back. There we go. Okay, so now I'm going to take the lace. I just wanted to be able to see something through here besides the white paper. And we're going to put it right on top of that blue. But I like to leave room to cut, so that's what we're going to do. Okay. So, does anybody have any questions about anything I'm doing right now? So just another bead of the tacky glue. My piece of lace. And I want to pull it down so I can cut both ends. Same thing. And so it's going to hang over the edge just a little. And that is fine, you guys. I want that. That's what I was going for. Okay, trim off that one. That. And that's the back. So we did the back first. That's fine. Because this one says top. So we're going to do it again. Same thing. And y'all, I am so glad that we can be back on here again. I have missed this so much, you guys. I need to scoot my chair in so my arms are closer. I have missed doing this so much. And I'm glad to be back. And I appreciate everybody that stayed with me throughout the process. This has not been an easy year. But there's positives that have come from this year. I don't take anything for granted anymore. I learned that. I don't like how I learned that lesson. Thank you, Mary. I am so glad to be back. I have missed this. I have missed talking to you all. I have missed being on here because this is my happy place. And it was so bad when I couldn't be in here and be happy. But that has fixed itself, I think. So now we are going to glue this one on and turn it. I always turn it and make sure it looks straight from the other side. And I am going to cut this end off. Now for these raw cardboard edges up here, we can take that same marker and color them. We can use paint if we have a navy. I do have a navy blue paint. I just have to find the right one. Okay, this is the top. So now this, and the reason I wanted to go on and get that put on is because I want this to butt right up against that. But I need to ink it first. And it looks like it might be a little too long. Too wide. I will trim it. I will trim a hair off. I'm going to get rid of that white line as well. And I got to come up with some kind of thinner glue because that tacky glue is too thick for this. I'm going to trim that little piece of, that didn't even get the white. Wait a minute. Make sure your paper's in your cutter straight or your cut won't be straight. Now one of these edges, I'm going to trim it from back here. Just a tiny sliver. Just a little tiny sliver. Which it won't really matter because I'm going to put that lace on it. Oh. I'm hoping I can fix that crinkle when I glue it. The paper tore. Uh-oh. That's why it got stuck. I think I can fix that when I glue it, and you'll never know it was there. Or I'll print out another one. Okay. Ink. And this is Gathered Twigs Distress Ink. And y'all, I always forget to do this. Always. And you don't have to. I didn't at the beginning because I didn't have any ink. So if you go back to some of my older videos, you will see where I was not inking anything because I didn't have ink. I'm going to be very careful with this torn edge right there. The lace is also going to cover that edge up, so. And while we're inking, well, I may have to cut that one. So we got this one. Hey, Teresa. Right, that's me. I didn't, and I always forget now because I got into a habit when I didn't have ink of not inking. So I forget a lot of times to ink. Okay, so I'm going to put this on here now. We're just going to butt it up against that. And I still need to cut a little bit more off. So we're going to do that. Because I don't want it to wrap around because I know I'm putting lace on it. I'm going to cut it from the top down so I don't hang up on that. Another sliver. Oh, not the, You know what to do if you don't have the ink, or do you have the makeup sponges like the triangle ones? Oh, let's see if I have one of those I can show you. Because this is what I did. You have the ink but not an inker thing. Oh, yes. Took one of these little clips and a makeup sponge, and I folded my makeup sponge over. And this has been in here for so long. And then I just did this. This becomes your handle. And then you can, that's your inky thing. You can still buy these at like Dollar Tree. They're $1 and you get like 20 of them in a pack. That's what I did. I bought them for crafting. I don't use these for my makeup. So this is awesome. Okay, that should be good. Okay, let's put it back on here again. Yes, that's perfect, actually. Because the lace is going to come around, and that blue, I want some of the blue to show, like it does over here. So we have just a little tiny hint of it over there. And I need this all the way to the top edge. So that's perfect. Oh, you're so welcome. And then these little clippies, I think I got these. These didn't come from the Dollar Tree. I may have had them in my stash, but you can get them at like a Staples or somewhere. But that was my go-to at the beginning when I didn't have stuff. And they still work. Sometimes I think the stuff that we make, that we use like that, works better, and they're less expensive. Okay, so I'm going to use a different glue for this. I know glue stick is not going to last, so I'm not going to use it. I think I'm going to use the clear, this all-purpose clear glue. I have clear tacky glue, but I don't like it, y'all. Oh, let's see. This is going to go almost to the edge, so we're going to just go. Do I have a clog? It's possible. When you don't use your supplies. I have a clog. So we will unclog the glue. It doesn't look like it's a clog. What's wrong? Oh, is it a new bottle? No, yet may. Oh, wait. What did I do? It's got this. It is a new bottle, and it's got. I got to figure out how to get this little stopper thingy out of here. It's got this hard plastic like thing, and the glue is not coming. Is it supposed to come through it? I'm getting all glued trying to figure this out. Okay, it had this little cap in there. We're just taking that out. And I need to get some baby wipes because now I have got glue everywhere on me. And those are not wet. Okay, now I'm going to get my hands clean, and then we're going to glue. So always when you get a new bottle of glue, check to see how it's sealed. So that was sealed weird. Most of them had that little silver thing. That had a plastic top. Okay, so now we know. And now it helps if you turn the top back open again. Okay. I'm going to go close to the edge. And I'm going to spread this with a paintbrush in just a moment. I think that's good. That is not the paintbrush that I had. I hope y'all don't find this boring. So, y'all, I decided I was going to put up some collard greens. I love collard greens, and I like fresh collard greens, okay? So, I put some on my grocery order. That's got a lumpy and a lumpy. I didn't know how many is in a bunch, so I figured let's err on the side of it's better to be safe than sorry, right? I got 4 bunches of collard greens. Now, the interesting thing about this is I'm looking for a crafty spreader thing, a card. There should be one out, but I don't see it. So I'm going to just go back over here and get a new one. This card is no good. It's never even been activated because it was no good. I didn't want it. It's one of those where they want to give you a card thing, but if you read the fine print, you don't want the card. So, but hey, they sent me a free crafting tool. I'm glad, Mary. So anyhow, I bought 4 bunches. One bunch made me 5 quart-size bags. And I did 2 bunches yesterday. But then I also bought a bag of shredded, a 52-ounce bag, because I wanted to see what was the better deal. The shredded is the better deal. With the shredded, I think I ended up with 6 or 7 bags. So by the time all is said and done, I'm going to have over 20 baggies of this stuff in my freezer. But you know what? Come this summer when they're because I think collards are only in season like during the fall time. And now they're going out of season. So this summer when they're not in season any longer, I have fresh collards in my freezer. And I just saw an interesting thing back here. Made out of, oh, that might be pretty somewhere in our journal. I'm just going to save it off to the side. Just stuff on my desk at random. Now, I do not want to glue this to our paper. So it's got to dry again. So here's what I was thinking, you guys. It says charming fragments there. I'm thinking I want it to say something different. Like maybe my journal. Maybe I will talk to the person whose journal. Where did those flowers go that I cut those flowers off so I could cut them out and redo? Well, I'll get them from another one. Or maybe that's where we'll put our own flowers. So, I'm going to fussy cut this out while our cover's drying. And the trick to fussy cutting is move your paper, not your scissors. Except for when you got to start the cut over at the base of the scissors. So I like that she gave us these in all these wonderful colors. I was hoping my white gel pen would work today. It's not. And I don't have a white marker. But I have like gold and silver gel pens that would look really pretty on here. But we're going to practice that on another one. I mean, I could always print more of these out. You know, this would make a really pretty pocket. Or tuck spot. So what I'm thinking, and I'll find that other piece. It's got to be somewhere close by at hand. But I don't see it. So I'm thinking we're just going to put this on here. Maybe it goes the other direction. Yes. Like this. And then we can put our own flowers over the top of it. Y'all, I want to see who this is calling me. Hang on. Hello?
Hello. This message is for anyone with a current student loan. The new administration has released the...
I knew better. Next one's going to voicemail. Okay, so I'm thinking we're going to glue this on here. Now, the other thing we could do is put cardstock behind this to kind of pump, or the little dots so it's popped up a little bit. Or some of that foam stuff that Brenda sent me that's like the foam dots, just so it's three-dimensional. Now what? Oh, the purple and gold. Let's check one of those out. I have purple and gold markers, but I also have gel pens from the Dollar Tree that are purple and gold gel pens, and they write really pretty. That's a purple, and that's not going to show. Here's the gel roller gold. So I want to try this over here on this one. That does not really show up. Okay, so we can't use the gold. Let's find the silvery one. Well, now here's the gold marker. Oh, this is a pen and gear. That shows up. I need opinions, guys. I'm still looking. That does not. We'll keep playing. We'll find something. Ooh, this might be pretty. This purpley color. You know, they're showing up better on camera than they are in real life here. Oh, copper. Nope, that one's not good. That one doesn't show up. But let's see. I'm thinking these sparkly ones are the way to go. I'm looking for other sparkly ones in my bin over here. I have a coffee cup, y'all, that's over here with all these sparkly markers in it. I already did that one. We didn't do this one or the pink one. That didn't show up. Let's try the pink down here. Well, Tanya, I would have to have something that I could heat emboss with. because heat embossing is a great idea. It really is. Let me see. Hang on. Okay, where's the other one of these sheets? We're going to practice on that for just a second. I had 2 of these out yesterday, and I only used the one. Huh. There were 2. There was the Charming Fragments Part 2, and there was the other. Oh, this came off the other sheet. But you know what? We can play up here. So I have an embossing pen. That is a glue pen. Where's the embossing pen? I used it not long ago. Is it still on my desk? Embossing. If I can get this to right, this is the fine end. Ooh. Okay. I'm going to rewrite it again just to make sure there's enough on here. Now, I have a whole bin of embossing powders out. So what color? This would be pretty. So let's try. Oh, I got to figure out where my heat gun is. Oh, there it is. I am going to sprinkle it on here. Oh, I got to put it back. Okay. Scrap paper. When you do something without really totally being prepared. Okay, we're just going to. Because I want to do this before I play with that. And Tanya, thank you for the idea. That is awesome. Now I got to find the lid. Because I will have embossing powder everywhere if I don't. See, this is the great part of crafting. We're all giving each other ideas. We're coming up with stuff. Now let's heat gun this and see what happens. It's going to say my charming fragments, which I think is kind of funny. Oh. Is it going? Y'all, the powder did not stick to that embossing pen that well. So that's going to not work, I don't think. So we're back to where we played with the pens. Yeah, because it didn't stick. And I don't know why. So what did I do with the embossing pen? You know what, though? Something like this kind of marker would also be good. Except being that we're writing on black, I think that's the problem. And I'm thinking I like this gold marker best. So let's do this. Take the gold marker. And I'm going to fill this in right up here where it says charming. So we can see how well this works. And there was a dot on the eye. See, I think that shows up really nice. So, what do we want this to say? And I got to make sure I have it on here correctly again. I think it should just say journal. Or, wait. I have these and I could print them out bigger because these are mine. I shrink them. And there's believe, dream. I think there's a faith. There's another little teeny tiny butterfly we'll keep out. I'm looking to see. There should be faith as well. Okay, let me just get them all out. Believe. Dream, dream, dream. Well, I thought I had faith. Imagine. That's the other one. Oh, there is a faith. Imagine, faith, believe, dream. I have an oval cutter. I know, Tanya. I shrink it all and I still shrink. So you know what? Maybe we could layer those on there and not write anything. So like believe, faith. Oh, how would we do this? Maybe put a flower in the middle. I don't know. Maybe get rid of one. Just do believe, dream, and imagine. Because that one's not centered. So what do you guys think? Opinions? Or I could still write a word on it. Artie Mays has some. Give me just a second, guys. Let me go to gallery. Okay, I don't know which one has her free stuff in it that say journal that you can print out. And Fussy Cut. Is that the free? Nope. There. Nope. Artie Mae's free. No, that's a free kit, but that's not her freebies that are on her website. Wow. Maybe this is. I found it. So now, print. Go. We're going to have some in just a moment. Other ones that will say journal, timeless, field notes, memories, timeless treasures, journey, and we can pick out one of those to go here. So now I'm going to get back to my chat and everything on the phone. Okay. Oh, those printed out gigantic. And it didn't print the correct way. Okay, guys, hang on. It printed it landscape and not portrait. Let me go back. Print again. I want portrait orientation. Now print. Okay. These are good, but I think it's a little big. So I'm going to cut one out just in case, though. And I know I'm fussy cutting this off camera. I'm sorry, guys. It's been a minute since I've been in here. Okay. So what if we... Now, I could always ink the background up without messing it up. Oh, that's kind of pretty. Put these back in their little bucket. What do y'all think? And now we have them the correct size, so oh, these need to go back in the bucket too. I'm going to cut out. I'm going to have to get with the person the journal is for. But I'm going to just cut out the journal one for now. And we're going to use the smaller one. I like that. But I am thinking... I dropped a marker a minute ago. There we go, some stays. And I want to ink that a little bit. Oh, I'm creating crafty problems over here. I'll clean it up in a minute. Okay. I love this color. And I got one of the makeup sponges because I don't want to dirty up a new brushy thing just for this little bit of blue. And I'm going to move this completely off. Make the edges a little darker blue. Okay, I think that's good. I'm just going to set my sponges. So that's one of those makeup sponges, Teresa. And I'm just using it. I've used it like this, and I used it now like that. So all I did was folded it up and pinched it to make that other thing. You get like 20 in a pack at Dollar Tree. Okay, so put my ink aside. Now, I think that looks great. It stands out, it pops, and it matches the journal colors. And then I'm going to raise this up like on Pop Dots. So I think we're not going to do that yet, but we're going to set it aside. Now we're going to flip the book over because we should be good and dry by now. And I haven't thought of a closure yet. That's going to be interesting. Okay. So for this, I still want to do the same thing. I want some of the blue to hang over. So I'm going to go in and take off of this paper. Oh, maybe 1/4 of an inch. Tomorrow we're going to start working on embellishments. So if I take off a quarter, I go over to that first black line. And I want to take off this little white edge at the top. Thank you, Clint. Just the little white edge. Oh, it's got to go under. Okay. Back to make sure we have it right side up, because I've done that, you guys. Make sure it's right side up. Okay, let's scooch that down. Why is this one not right? It's going to be good over here. I like that. I just don't know about the top up there. We're going to, well, if I put lace on it, it'll fix it, won't it? Yep. We may put lace on it. I don't know why it's not the right. I may have cut too much of the white off. Okay, that's okay. It's all fixable. I think I am going to just put lace at the top and the bottoms. But instead of hanging off, I'm thinking put it going this way, up. And at the top, it would be going down. That way it's not hanging off where you want to put it, like if you put it on the shelf or something. That would be awesome. So let's just glue this down. And then we'll do the lace. And again, I don't know why I didn't start like this to begin with, because I have to squeeze hard. Okay, Tanya. Okay, well, how it can't be clogged that fast. If this stuff dries that fast, that's not good. Not at all. There we go. And I am going to get my paintbrush back out and spread this around. Let's see. It was not that one. It was this one. So, what do y'all think so far of this journal with this kit? I've had this in my stash. I got it over, I want to say, well, probably over a year ago. It's been over a year. Since I bought this kit. And then I just printed it out, and that's as far as it got. I do not like these little glue things. Okay. Now, where did our paper go? Put it up against that lace. You know what? If I just bring it to the bottom, I can just put lace at the top and not put lace at the bottom. I think that's a good idea. I think that's a plan. Ooh, I have an idea for that. But I need to make sure I have it pulled up correctly. Oh, it's too late for that. Where did the card go? Yeah, I'm just going to put lace at the top. Yeah, we can chat later, Tanya. That's fine. Okay. So I'm only going to do the lace across the top. And now I have to determine, do I want it on here before or after the blue lace, which is this. Because I'm trying to, you know what though? I think we can put the blue lace right here. Kind of want it to be, have one in the middle. Yes. And if I just glue it right there on the back and then wrap it, that's pretty, around the front. Or put it right here so that even, I want more of it down the spine. That's what I'm wanting. I think, like I said, so let's just do that real quick. Let me cut it. I want one in the middle-ish. I'm just going to cut here at the end of this one. And I want that in the middle. Come over here and cut. I'm going to have to trim more of it, but I'm just going to wait until we're there. So I'm going to take a small bead of this glue. And this is going to need to dry before I pull on it or anything. Okay, there's a right and wrong, and I'm trying to figure this. That's the right side out. It needs to go up a little bit. And I don't want to heat gun it because some lace, when you heat gun it, it melts. That's going to be very pretty. So I'm going to go ahead and measure these pieces. Oh, glob of glue I don't want. Take that off. Okay, I got that too long. I'm going to now put this here. Like that. And I'm going to come right over here. Oh, I may have cut that too short. Well, we'll just pull it in a little bit. All right, everything's sticking to me now. I am on top chat. Let me go back to live chat. I don't know how that happened. Okay. There's that. Now I need one more piece of this. This is going to also go other places in the journal. I don't like to use something just on the cover and then not use it in a couple of more places. So it's going to show up some more. Okay. This is also going to go up. So is everybody still here? When I think back to my very first journals that I made, you guys, they were junk journals. And well, it had paper that I found that was free online for backgrounds, but they were full of coffee dyed coffee filters, coffee dyed graph paper. I coffee dyed a lot for those. That's when I also figured out how to print on coffee dyed paper. Now, while it's wet, there's a decision that we can make. And I'm thinking pull this up and put it over top like that. But I need another little spot of glue. I think that's what I want. And I want that up here as well. I need more glue up there as well. Another little dot of glue. Okay. The cover is almost finished. It's not all the way done, but it's close. So, but I'm going to need to, it's got to dry. All of this has to dry before I do any of this. And I'm thinking, let me go in and pull this straight. And I want to cut this off right there. And there. Okay. So this is going to get glued down. And I'm not going to put lace on the top of this on the front. Well, we could, so it would match. But so I would need to do that first. But the back is still wet, and I don't want to glue it to our table. So here's, oh, and that moved. Let me move it back. So here's what we need to do, I think. I think we call it quits for today. I'm not going to do it off camera. I'm supposed to come back live tomorrow. We can finish the cover, get all the gluing done, put our embellishments on that we're going to put on it, figure all that out. So come back tomorrow at 3 o'clock Central, 4 Eastern, 2 Mountain and 1 Pacific, and finish the cover off. And then from there, we can finish. Oh, I dropped my pencil. From there, we can also work on the envelope that we made the other day and finish embellishing these so that they go with the paper. See, like that rose from the sticker book looks awesome there. So we can finish embellishing these because they're going to go in each of the signatures. And then maybe do some tags or something to go with the journal as well. So does that sound like a plan to everybody? How does that sound? Because I need this to dry before I just flip it over and do some more stuff. That has to come down a little bit. My paper's sticking out. So what do y'all think? Come back tomorrow and finish it. Thank you, Clint. This is going to be a beautiful journal. And I can also get with the owner to find out if we want to use this or the memories or something else, the person who's going to purchase it, and see if she wants to use one of these other ones instead of the journal one. Because I want to personalize it as much as I can. So I think that's what we're going to do, y'all. So we're going to go ahead and get off of here today. I appreciate all of y'all coming. I really do. I thank y'all for coming. And then I'll be back tomorrow and we're going to just play and make stuff for the journal. Thank y'all so much. And I hope everybody has a great rest of your day. Remember Brian in your prayers, you guys. And everybody have a great rest of your day. Hugs and blessings. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, everybody.